say it's just the drugs, and I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. I lied to you way before I had you right in someone.
All right, so new weekly vlog. If you're new here, my name is Amani, just documenting my fitness journey. And if you've seen my videos before, welcome back. This week, I'm doing something a bit different. I'm testing the Runna app properly, following a structured plan instead of just winging it like I usually do. The goal with it is simple. I want to get better at running and not just run for the sake of it. That's better pace, better consistency, better mindset, and just all of it, to be honest. Day one actually starts tomorrow. It's just a chilled 5.5k run, nothing crazy. There's no ego involved, just getting my legs moving and trusting the process. So let's get to it. Right, so I'm just going to start the signing up process from scratch so that you can see, I guess, the process for signing up and what I'm going to be doing. So I've downloaded the app. I'm going to open up the app and then just waiting for it to load. Okay, so I've not signed up before, so I'm going to sign up and then we're going to join the mailing list, why not, and get started. Right, so in terms of what your goal is, there's quite a list to choose from, so you can pick it for whatever suits you. You've got race on there, run for a specific distance, start running, get back into running, 5k improvement plan. That's something to think about. I think the most suited is probably going to be run for a specific distance. Yeah. And I'm going to pick half marathon for this because if I can run a half marathon, then I would assume my 5k time will improve anyways. So yeah, I'll pick half marathon, but these are the options that you've got available. There's 5k, 10k, and other stuff that you can pick. Then you can choose how hilly your training and race will be. So I haven't got a race yet, but in terms of my training, it's mainly going to be flat because I'm going to be running locally or on a treadmill. And then I would rate my ability as intermediate. I wouldn't say I'm advanced. I know I can run a 10k and I can follow a structured plan, but I'm going to stick with intermediate just to kind of see how Runner would recommend my training to be. So I'll do my birthday and then the usual, you can pick your gender. Then you've got what your estimated current race time will be. If you've seen my previous video, you'll see that I set a benchmark for my 5k just so that I can see how fast I've ran. From that, I know my time, so I'm just going to put my 5k time for that. My last 5k was around 31 minutes and 23 seconds, sorry. So how many days per week would I like to run? I'm going to set it to the max of 5 days. Then next you can select the days of the week that you are going to run. I want to have Mondays off just to kind of rest, and I also want to have Thursday because I've got commitments. The days that I want to do the long run, I have Sunday as that's the day that I have the most time, so I'll set it as a Sunday. Once you've accepted that, then you can pick when you want the run to start. So I'm going to set it as tomorrow. Like I said, I want this plan to last. I'm going to put it on the fast track. Which day do I want my half marathon race to be on? Again, I don't have a race day, but I'm just going to put something general. Then you can pick your units. And then what else am I interested in? So I want to say stretching. Definitely you can get the most out of your run by stretching. Half marathon plan. So you get a summary of it. That's 10 weeks to be able to run 21.1 kilometer. Option wise for your payment, this is what you'll probably want to know. If you sign up for an annual one, you get your first week as a trial week anyways. If you were to do an annual trial, you'll pay £99. If you're new to running, shelling out £100 for the full year, I wouldn't really recommend it. There's free apps out there that would probably give you a structured training plan. It's up to you. If you want to pay £100 for the annual one, then you can do. But for me, I'm just going to go monthly. So yeah, welcome to Premium Amani. Got a little confetti. Nice. Gets you hyped up for little confetti. And there's a little video here, I'm guessing, to kind of like introduce the Runna app and also my whole training. So I'll watch that in a bit, but not bad. The process seems quite straightforward. Following a structured plan, especially when you're starting out, seems to be the best way to be consistent and also to kind of put a little variety in your running. So yeah, I'll walk right into tomorrow.
Tell me if you still up. It's 5 a.m. and I'm drunk right now. Tell me, can we still fuck? On the one, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me, am I still? I'm telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just the drugs, and I know. I lied to you way before I had you right in someone. Then again, I can be drunk. Baby, I don't wanna sound righteous. I got 20 bitches sucking like Dysons. I just any mini money roll the dice since I pick. She ain't even really my type. And out here, she been losing herself to the night shift. She been losing herself, and I guess, okay, I guess, yeah. And you've been fighting for your.
So I did my run this morning. It was as easy as I was expecting. Like, I looked at my run and it was a zone 2 overall. I made sure to keep it at conversational pace. I didn't overdo it. One thing that I did realize is that I set the runner to start on my phone, and I was pretty much expecting it, because I don't know if you've used the Nike app, but if you set it on your phone, you press start, then it automatically connects to your watch, and then you just lift up your arm and you can see how long you've been running for, and I think potentially your pace or something like that. But I guess I hit start on the app and was pretty much expecting the same behavior. Looked at my watch and it was basically telling me the time. Like, I mean, my usual watch face, that's what I mean. Like, it was just telling me the time. I didn't really get why it wasn't really, I don't know if it was like my watch, maybe it's not synchronizing. So what I had to do is occasionally take out my phone whilst I was running, look at my phone to see if I'm overpacing or if I'm running under that 720, I believe is the maximum that I could run to on an easy pace according to Runner. It didn't really bother me. It's not something that I would then go, right, I'm not gonna use this app anymore. It wasn't that annoying, but I would have liked it to have connected to my watch. Maybe it's me not figuring it out properly. I know my watch is synchronized because I've checked and the app is also showing on my watch. So we will see. But apart from that, the whole run went as expected. And I think running in the morning helps because now that I've got food shopping to do, it's not going to get in the way of things. Day 1 down. I'm pretty sure there's many to go. But yeah, let's go.
Yo! Hey, yo, Scoop! Hey, yo, Scoop! My nigga, what's good? Yes, sir. What's poppin'? I'm coming through. Hold up. Stay right there. I'm coming through. Hold up. Hell yeah. Can't believe I see this nigga Scoop. It's crazy.
Don't you dare run from it, there's no boogeyman. It ain't coming to hurt you. I think acceptance is somewhat of a virtue. To look your truth dead in the face without trying to escape the regret or disgrace.
So a follow-up from the tempo session, if anything, it was a lot easier than I was expecting. It was split into 3. You've got your first 2K as you warm up, your session as your 2K at a 6 something, and then your final 2K as a cool down. I did a bit of a mix up. Before I get into it, let me just make a quick cup of coffee and then I'm just going to get back to it. Where was I? I didn't really read it properly. I forgot what the actual plan was. I just knew it was 3 splits of 2Ks. So for the first 2K, I actually ran, God knows why, I ran the first 2K really, really quickly and was completely out of breath. So I had to pause the training for around 90 seconds or something like that. And then I went into the session 2K. But because I had ran the first 2K so quickly, the second one actually felt quite easy because it was at a slower pace. And then obviously then the third one, which was supposed to be the conversational pace as well as a cool down, was even slower. So it was like really quick for the first 2, slower for the second 2, and then conversational pace for the final 2K. So I didn't really follow the training plan properly, but in a way it was good because it kind of helped me know, I guess, my limit when it comes to like the 2K. One sec, I just sneezed, so what am I saying? I sneezed the thought out of my head. I literally just sneezed the brain cells out of my head. Next time, I need to make sure that I do check before I go out there. One thing that I did like about the app when I was running in the actual session, so in the warm-up session whereby I'm running at conversational pace, I would say that's a free run. On the session, I actually heard the little robot woman in my ear telling me I'm going too fast or I'm going too slow. That was actually quite good. Usually I'd probably go too fast and then be out of breath and thought, God, that was hard. But during the session, hearing slow down, speed up to keep me on pace to make sure that I end the lap at the right pace helped. Today I've got my intervals. Tomorrow I then have a 4.5k run. So yeah, I will go for that run and let you know. New day, interval run when pretty much how I expected it. The time that I did it was not in the morning, it was actually in the night. I wanted to do it in the morning, but I felt a bit tired. If you want to have a look, I'll obviously put a link to my Strava, so if you're curious and you want to see how I ran, then yeah, you can do that. I've definitely learned from my tempo run, looked ahead at what the splits were. And the good thing is I was able to actually figure out how to put it on my watch. It's a bit of an odd way to do it. What I did differently was I looked for the app on my watch and then it showed me, my training plan and what the training plan for the day was. I then clicked onto the interval training, pressed start, and then it showed up on my watch. It was on my watch and I could just see, okay, well, I've got, 0.5 of kilometer left of this warm-up. It was good. It was good to have it. It felt natural. It felt normal to just have it on my watch. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Today is the 4.5 kilometer run. It's just an easy run. I don't really need to get into it. Morning. So it's Sunday today and I slept horrible. The time I went to bed, I should have gotten 7 hours sleep, but I ended up getting about 5.5 hours sleep. It was horrible. And that run, before I get into it, I'm just gonna go make a cup of coffee.
Don't you dare run from it, there's no boogeyman. It ain't coming to hurt you. I think acceptance is somewhat of a virtue. To look your truth dead in the face without trying to escape the regret or disgrace. I write these words aimlessly, but not without hope that somehow I'll stumble on something that's dope. A clever little line, a thought to provoke myself in that listener digging for quotes. Hello. I don't even know if somebody gon' hear this. Got so many songs they get lost in it.
Okay, so I've got my coffee. As I was saying, the sleep was horrible and the run yesterday was horrible. We got quite busy yesterday, shopping to do, yoga in the morning, and before we knew it, we were eating at about 9 o'clock. Yeah, it got to about 10 to 10, and I was like, right, it's not been a full hour after I finish eating, but if I don't go now, I'm not gonna go. Quickly got changed and then went out for it. So it was like about 45 minutes after I'd finished eating. I could tell that my food hadn't properly settled, and I can definitely tell that I felt like I was struggling a lot more. And this was supposed to be an easy run. It felt like my heart rate was just like way too elevated for an easy run. I definitely put it down to eating so close to my workout. For a run, I would not recommend it. My run last night, which I'll put around here, and then maybe a matched run somewhere down here. So that just kind of goes to show the impact eating too close to a workout has. Yeah, it did not feel good. So today I've got a 7K run. So the first 2.5K will be at a conversational pace. And then for the next 2 kilometers after that, it's going to be at a 7:05 pace. For the next 2 kilometers after that, it's going to be at a 6:45 pace. And then for the final 500 meters, it's going to be back down to a cool down conversational pace. It actually feels good to follow a program. I'm not just saying that. I think me having to come up with ideas of how I'm going to run next, that's out of the equation. So I've just got one more run for the week, and that should round it up to around 28 kilometers for the week. I'm going to chill for a bit before my run.
Hey, I'm outside, 29, G5, seaside. I've been losing friends and finding peace. Honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me. Look, don't invite me over if you throw another pity party. Looking back, it's hard to tell you where I started. I don't know who loved me, but I know that it ain't everybody. I can never love to see a busybody. Baby, if you want me, can't be turning up with everybody. Nah, can't be f***ing on this anybody. Yeah, I got feelings for you, that's the thing about it. Yeah, you know that it's something when I sing about it. Yeah, mama, you
7K done. It wasn't as challenging. I don't think I was expecting it to be challenging, but it's over and done with. That is 1 week wrapped. I'll see you in the vlog next week.
they misunderstood me. I hold no resentment in my heart, that's that maturity. And we don't keep it on us anymore.